former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Michael Jefferies, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson on charges of and engaging in interstate prostitution. Powerful individuals for too long have trafficked and abused their own pleasure young people with few resources and a dream of securing a successful career in fashion or entertainment.
Get in here, cause Diddy has already started singing in jail, and y'all know he ain't gonna stop until all his partners are right there with him. This comes after the corner CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Mike Jefferies, and his partner Matthew Smith were cuffed up and thrown in jail on S.E.X. charges. They were caught coercing male models into freak-off acts without their consent. They even went as far as pumping them up with several hard substances to get them to indulge in things that they didn't want to. Not only that, but even after using these men, they still didn't give them the opportunities they promised them, leaving them broken and without a career. This was an entire enterprise, and they literally had people on payroll to recruit these men, test their abilities in the bedroom, force them into signing NDAs, and threat to take them out if they told anybody. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this is literally Diddy 2.0. And what makes it even more disturbing is that these are only the cases that have been reported from victims who were turned out and mistreated between 2008 and 2015, even though there are reports suggesting they've been doing this all the way until last year when they got exposed by the BBC. Yeah, y'all heard that right. The BBC was actually the first to call them out when they put up a heated investigative article detailing all the depraved things that Mike and Matthew have been getting up to. They revealed this last year when they accused Mike and Matthew of hiring their associate James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to select these young men who really wanted a career in modeling. These men would then be coerced to engage in freak-offs with Mike and Matthew. Some of these freak-offs were private, and others would be in huge parties similar to what Diddy was doing. A sick part about this is that they would intentionally target heterosexual men who expressed that they would be unwilling to engage in certain acts, including anal S.E.X, who were then forced to take part in such activity. James allegedly engaged in tryouts where he paid men to engage in sex acts, and Matthew allegedly selected which men would be flown to his and Jeffrey's homes or to hotels around the world. According to the indictment, the itineraries provided to victims resembled that which would be used for a typical photo shoot or modeling job, obscuring the nature of sex events to which they would then be taken. Men were physically groped and forced to give up personal items like phones and wallets during the event and to sign non-disclosure agreements. Prosecutors said the men were not informed about the details of the freak-offs that they was gonna be indulging in, and they were given substances including alcohol, Viagra, and poppers, and were sometimes injected with erection-inducing medicine if they were unwilling or unable to act as directed. The staff at these hotels, who were all on Mike and Matthew's payroll, stopped the men from leaving events, and according to prosecutors, Mike, Matthew, and Smith allegedly violated men who were unwilling to participate by force. In its initial investigation, the BBC spoke to 12 men who described attending or organizing events involving sex ran by Mr. Jefferies, 80, and his British partner Mr. Smith, 61, between 2009 and 2015. So far, there are 15 victims out, but there are more to come. When they were initially exposed last year by BBC, there were no arrests made. But after several months of investigations and multiple lawsuits filed by the victims, Mike, Matthew, and their recruiter James were all arrested on the charges for S.E.X. However, Mike was released after posting a bail bond of $10 million, and James was also released after posting a bond of $500,000. The U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District ain't playing with them either, because he put out a statement slamming them and encouraging more victims to come out so that they can help take out this criminal enterprise. This case should serve as a warning. Prepare to trade that couch for a bed in federal prison. But this is where things get even messier, because word on the street is Diddy was also one of Mike and Matthew's associates, and he allegedly participated in the things they did to those young men. Now, it's unclear if this is really true, or if people are just trying to link him to it, since he pretty much did the same thing to women, children, men, and even pregnant women. In fact, not too long after Mike and Matthew and James were arrested, Diddy also got slapped with 7 new S.A. lawsuits, with one of them being a 13-year-old girl at the time of the alleged S.A., and another being a 17-year-old boy. The 13-year-old victim claims it happened in 2000 when she was invited by a limo driver to attend an MTV Music Awards after party that Diddy was having in New York. One of the limo drivers she spoke to claimed to work for Diddy, and he told her that Diddy liked younger girls and she fit what Diddy was looking for. When she got to the party, she sipped on a few drinks, which were later proven to be spiked with a cocktail of multiple different substances. She felt drowsy and she looked for a place to lay down. As she began to get physically immobile from these substances, Diddy and an unnamed male celebrity, as well as an unnamed female celebrity, came into the bedroom where she was resting, and Diddy said, "You're ready to party." The unnamed male celebrity proceeded to S.A. her, while Diddy and the unnamed female celebrity just watched. After he was done, Diddy also took a turn S.A.ing her, as the other 2 celebrities watched. At some point after they were done, she allegedly fled the room while looking for an exit, roaming naked around the house. Eventually, she made it outside and dressed herself before locating a gas station nearby. The girl called her father, admitted that she had lied about her whereabouts, and asked him to pick her up. In another lawsuit, which was filed by a man who claims he was 17 years old at the time, he also accused Diddy of S.A. And this one is actually pretty recent and allegedly happened in 2022. He said he was allegedly at a party in S.A. by Diddy, who offered him a drink and assured him that he could make him a star. He said he attended because he was aspiring to break into the music business, but Diddy had other plans for him, and it did not include music. He said he was offered a drink and soon began feeling strange. He felt dizzy, weak, and confused, far beyond what he would expect from having consumed a single drink. It became clear to him that something was wrong. He realized later he had been drugged. According to the lawsuit, Diddy gripped his genitals for an extended period of time, trying to get him aroused. Child, it's a mess, y'all. But it looked like these victims are really gonna be getting their justice very soon, because all these powerful men are getting exposed, and it's only up from here. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this. Like this person who said, Diddy's never been a singer or an actual rapper, but he's in there singing his lungs out right now. Another person said, between P. Diddy details, the Menendez Netflix series, and now this, my ears have had enough. Going to watch The Price is Right to decompress. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think of Mike Jefferies and Matthew Smith getting arrested? And do y'all really believe Diddy had something to do with it? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.